Hi everyone, welcome to World of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie and this is another double shot of Clan Wars action sent to me from Lian Li RGB Crazy Clan. And in this replay, Crazy Clan are coming up against Gold, Guardian of Legend Destroyer. We come up against Gold just a couple of days ago in 1AR, and I can tell you they're pretty good at their Clan Wars battles at tier 10. And here we have Crazy Clan running pretty heavy here with 4 TW10OE5s, the IS-7, a few 113s, couple of Batjats, an Object 907, a TVP, tier 9 artillery, and a couple of tank destroyers on Fisherman's Bay. Looking at the minimap, you can see vast majority of the Crazy Guys tanks. It looks like they're heading for a one-line push. A couple of Batjats going for vision in the middle of the map. They've spotted one Batchat and a couple of Russian medium tanks. And Lian Li RGB in his IS-7. He loves his IS-7. He loves bringing that out in Clan Wars battles. Spotted about half the enemy tanks now, just probably a little bit over half. And it looks like they're going forward engagement down the 1-2 line as well with those Object 140s and the Batchat. So don't blink because this could be all over real quick. Crazy pushing the 1-2 line with their heavy tanks, and also of course they got the tier 9 American artillery, which a couple of people have told me the tier 9 American artillery is better than the tier 10. I haven't got either, but that's what I hear anyway. I'm certainly no artillery expert. Bit of pinging on the map going from Lian Li RGB as they get ready for their push down the 1-2 line into those medium tanks. Again, that Batchat in the middle, 7th Heaven, is doing a great job lighting up these tanks in the middle, and they know that there's probably 6 to 8 tanks there, so if they push the 1-2 line, they're definitely going to have the numerical advantage if they all go together. Nearly 2 minutes gone now. Lian Li RGB just looking around a bit, looking at where his teammates are, and he's gone, rightio, let's go. Let's get stuck into these medium tanks. Lian Li RGB leading the charge, putting a shot into the side of the Object 140, pushing right in there with the heavy tanks, not stuffing around. They have lost a tank, and Lian Li RGB has been tracked. They get rid of the Object 140, they get rid of the Batchat, and Lian Li RGB waiting for his tracks to repair. And this is just an exercise in focus firing. Bouncing shots like there's no tomorrow in the IS-7, and that's one reason it's so popular at tier 10 Clan Wars. 4-2 is the score as Lian Li RGB gets taken out of the game. But now this is just an all-in brawl down the 1-2 line of Fisherman's Bay, as the Crazy Guys push right in. The tank destroyers starting to get involved now. The heavy tanks, 6-4 is the score. They haven't won this yet. That Batchat, looks like the Batchat was caught out of position on the reload, and now these TW10OE5s are taking on the enemy heavy tanks, but it looks like there's only 3 heavy tanks there, and the rest are mediums. That Object 140 a little bit late to the party, coming down from the north with the Object 263. 10-5's the score, 10-6. 11-6, they'll be thinking this isn't too bad. They probably need to take some health off that IS-7, which is what that TW10OE5 is getting up to. Object 140 on the enemy side, only on 90 odd health. The tank destroyer rams and then kills the IS-7. Wolftron in his TW10OE3 gets rid of the Object 140. The Batchat goes down, but these heavy tanks have still got the health. Look at the health, 1300 on the 113, 1300 on the TW10OE5s, and now it's just a case of using brute force to get stuck into the last 2 remaining enemy tanks. The Object 263 goes down, and the Flying Dutchman gets taken out by Rodin Mitsuhide in his M53, M55. As you have a very quick look at that post-game battle result, you don't get many games quicker than that on Fisherman's Bay. And as usual from the Crazy Guys, a good spread of damage there. Plenty of tanks doing more than 3,000. TW10OE5 here just under 3,000. Then one got nearly 4,000. Another 3,000 there, and a really good spread of damage from the Crazy Clan on Fisherman's Bay, taking down Gold on the tier 10 global map on the Asian server. As we move into the second battle in this double shot of tier 10 Clan Wars action, this replay is from Shiho Nishizumi's point of view, and Shiho is in his Object 260. Going by the way he's pinging on the map, I would have to say that he is calling this game. He or she is calling this game. And again, on Karelia this time, they've gone reasonably heavy again. 4 113s, an AMX50B and IS7. The Object 260, driven by Shiho. I'm just going to call him Shiho for this replay. Of course, that's the personal reserves reward tank for the personal missions. And a good number of Russian medium tanks, 3 TVP T5051s and a Batchat. So 4 autoloaders, 5 autoloaders, including the AMX50B, and then and the rest sort of normal kind of Clan Wars tank. And very clear by looking at the mini map that the guys from Crazy are doing a 9-0 line push, and it looks like the guys from GVN-D are doing the same. GVN-D Dragon, who I believe are a Thai clan, or maybe that was Gold that was a Thai clan. Maybe they both are, who knows. Crazy pushing right up into the donut where all the action traditionally used to happen in random battles. And there's one of those T22 mediums. You don't want to tell too many people you got one of those tanks in your garage. Shiho just careful there not to shoot his teammate. Gets a shot into the Object 140. 2-1's the score, and the all-in brawl is starting to happen in the donut on Karelia. Those heavy tanks really putting the damage into the medium tanks, but the medium tanks putting out a fair share of damage themselves as Shiho looks at that Object 140, wants to get that Russian medium tank out of the game, which he does, bringing the score back to 5-4. It's not as much as a whitewash as you might think as he pushes in towards the T22 medium, as well as that Object 140 which got taken out by the 113. 7-5 the score now. The Crazy guys clearly doing a little bit better than the guys from GVN-D with their focus firing as the Object 260 comes down towards the last remaining tanks, which seem to all be in the same area, which is pretty handy. 9-6 is the score. Cops a shot in the side from the Object 140. Takes the IS7 down. Loses his ammo rack, fixes it, but gets blown up by the IS7 in the end. And the score's 9 apiece now, so it's not going exactly how the Crazy guys would have hoped to. Looking at Apple Boom X's point of view now, Apple Boom X has already picked up 2 kills, and he's sent me a lot of replays too in the past, and they're always very entertaining. He loves his IS7. 9-all is the score now. They're just getting a little bit conservative, possibly waiting for the Batchat, the TVP, to reload. Looking for shots on those last remaining tanks. Most of them heavies, 2 AMX50Bs, an IS7, an Object 140, and 1 unspotted tank, which you could be... It's often artillery when they haven't been spotted. Batchat lucky to bounce a shot from that AMX50B. And another one. Didn't know the Batchat had that kind of armour. He pulls back. 11-9 the score. Looking to wrap this game up. The guys from Crazy Clan, the AMX50Bs, you'd think that they're on the reload now, just by the fact that they're not shooting as much. And I think that's what they've just worked out with those heavy tanks. Might be time to push on those French autoloaders, because if they're on the reload, they'll be easy targets for Crazy Clan. 14-9's the score now, so it's just a case of looking for that last remaining tank, which isn't artillery. It's a Batchat. He's been hiding up there all along. Not sure what's been going on there as Grey and his Batchat just moves out of the way, make sure he doesn't get one-shotted. Looks like that Batchat was quite possibly on the reload and hiding and trying to conserve his health. 14-10's the score now, and it's just going to be a bit of a whitewash for that Batchat 25T, unless he can outrun them, unless he's already gone down. No, it looks like he hasn't gone down into the central part of the map, and it looks like the TVP might just be able to outclip. No, he gets done by the Batchat, and Sir British looking for the last kill, and he picks it up. 15-11 in the end. Not as big a whitewash as you might have expected, but a pretty good victory from the guys from Crazy Clan, being led by Shiho Nishizumi in his Object 260, the personal reward tank, and once again a very good spread of damage from the Crazy guys. Apple Boom X having an absolute ripper. The Batchat, not surprisingly, doing well with nearly 4,000 hit points of damage, and everyone else chipping in very, very nicely. A couple of pretty close tight and quick Clan Wars replays from Crazy Clan versus Gold on Fisherman's Bay and GVN-D on Karelia. Thanks for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.